Good morning, parents. Welcome to week number 4. Last week was week number 3. I made a mistake, no? It was week number 3. This week is week number 4. Okay. Hope you have had a good time, spent a wonderful time on holiday with your family. Okay. So this is the video you're going to watch for the students who go to school tomorrow. Okay. This is the virtual classes, synchronous class for them. Okay. And let's say for everyone. Let's say for everyone, exactly. But the difference is the ones who stay home are going to watch the video and do the exercises, okay? And do the exercises on the platform. For the ones who don't stay at home are going to watch the video, go to school, bring your books and workbooks, and we're going to work with them in the classroom, okay? Bienvenidos. Este es el video para todos, ¿no? Los estudiantes que no van al colegio, pues van a ver el video, lo van a entender y van a hacer sus ejercicios en su libro y en la plataforma. Los que van al colegio van a ver el video, ¿sí? Van a llevar su libro, su workbook y vamos a trabajar en clase de acuerdo a la lección de hoy. ¿Ok? Si es relative clauses. ¿Sí? Cláusulas relativas. Entonces, muy simple, ¿no? Usted va al colegio, los que van al colegio, vamos a trabajar en el book y el workbook referente a la clase de hoy. Primero tiene que ver el video para entenderlo y luego en clase, pues, resolvemos los ejercicios. ¿Ok? Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's start the class. Let me share the screen. Okay, today's class, it's about relative clauses, okay? There are two types of relative clauses, defining clauses and non-defining clauses. Okay, what does a clause do or mean? It's a group of words that refers to someone or something. In the relative clauses, we use relative pronouns. Look at the relative pronouns, who and that for people. Yes, that and which for things. Okay? What's the difference between who and that? Who is formal and that is informal for people. Yes? For things, which is formal and that is informal. Okay? All right, and what else? The defining clauses talks about a person, the previous person or the previous thing. In this case, my father is a person who speaks English to, or my father is a person that speaks English to. I have a dog that barks all night, or I have a dog which barks all night. So that or which refer to the previous person or thing, in this case, a dog. All right. In the non-defining clauses are different. Non-defining clauses, as you can see, they do have the relative pronouns who for people, yes, and only which for things. Okay. And also they are separated by commas. You see commas. That's the main difference. Okay. Comparing to the defining clauses. The non-defining clauses are separated by commas and they use the relative pronoun who for people and which, only which for things. And let's take the example. The example says, my father, who lives in Salinas, speaks English to. Who lives in Salinas is additional or extra information about my father. Victor, who has a good command in English, never speaks Spanish in class. So who has a good command in English is an additional or extra information about Victor. The phone, which I bought yesterday, takes great pictures. Which I bought yesterday takes great pictures. In this case, is additional extra information that we chatted about yesterday. Okay? But for example, if you omit the additional information, will stay like this: my father speaks English too. So it makes sense. So it doesn't affect whether you use or not the extra information. Victor never speaks Spanish in class. You see, that's a complete idea. Is that the phone takes a great picture. It's a complete idea too about a thing. So what we're doing here is we're just adding extra additional information about this subject. Okay. Just to remind you, the relative pronouns in English are who relates to people, whom relates to people too, but the difference, who is for the subject and whom is for the object. Which relates to animals and objects. Why refers to reason. When refers to time. Where refers to places. Whose refers to possession, and that relates to people, animals, and things. Okay? Good. With relative clauses, defining clauses, you can give, a lot of definition, like a dictionary. You can be a walking dictionary, giving definitions everywhere at any time. For example, if I want to say what is a dictionary, I use defining clauses. Say a dictionary is a book that has pictures and meanings of words. You see, we're using defining clauses. What is a father? A father is a person who gives love to his kids, all right? Etc., etc., etc. Now let's continue with the book, guys. Check out your books and workbooks, and let's see the first part. Here we have pages 34, no? 34, yes. Relative clauses. We use defining relative clauses to identify which thing or person we mean. Example, the man that served me was very rude. You remember the summer when it rained every day? Here we use when, it talks about the time. Is that the girl whose parents are both psychiatrists? Whose refers to possession. We use non-defining relative clauses to add extra information. Ukraine, comma, which became independent in 1991, comma, used to be part of the Soviet Union. You see, which, it's only used for non-defining. When the relative clause refers to a situation, not a specific thing, we always use which. I overslept, which meant that I arrived really late. We can use quantifiers such as all, a lot, some, most, plus of, which, or whom, in non-defining relative clauses. Example, she got loads of clothes, most of which she never wears. I've got 4 brothers, all of whom live in London. Obviously, which is for things, refers to clothes, and whom refers to brothers. Okay? Very, very, very simple and easy. Okay, let's go to the first exercise. It says choose the correct options to complete the text. Sometimes more than one option is possible. You have to choose between who, which, that, where, or when. The second one, who, which, that, where, when, the same options. The third, who, which, that, where, when, same options. Who, which, that, where, when. Who, which, that, where, when. All of them have the same options. So just to make sure, no, you don't confuse. Who, which, that, where, and when. You have to choose among them. Who, which, that, where, and when. And finally, the last one. Who, which, that, where, and when. You have to choose, okay, among them, the best one. Stonehenge, a prehistoric monument in the south of England, is an icon. See, icon, which people from all over the world have heard of. Okay, because it's not just a tourist attraction. Okay, and then you complete. Okay, you choose the best relative pronouns. the relative clauses. Okay. Next one is drag the correct information to each person. Each person, say Sherlock Holmes, Mother Teresa, Madonna, Gandhi, Aung San Suu Kyi. For example, Sherlock Holmes, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Let's see the other options. Powers of deduction are legendary. Born in Bay City, Michigan. Campaign for democracy in Burma. Original from Albania, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. Promoted nonviolent protest in India. So I think its powers of deductions are legendary, created by Sir Conan Doyle. Let's check it out. Perfect, like that. Just drag the correct information for each person, okay? Next. Yeah, listen and check your answers in exercise number 2. Okay, then tell a partner which of the people interests you most, least, and why. Listen up.
1.
Sherlock Holmes, whose powers of deduction are legendary, was created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
2.
Mother Teresa, who was originally from Albania, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979.
3.
Madonna, who was born in Bay City, Michigan, is the most successful female singer of all time.
4.
Gandhi, who promoted non-violent protest in India, was assassinated in 1948.
5.
Aung San Suu Kyi, who campaigned for democracy in Burma, was under house arrest for almost 15 years until 2010.
Okay, that's it, guys. Very good. Let's continue with the next exercise. All right, this one, exercise number 4, it says, rewrite the 2 sentences as one using a relative clause and a verb in brackets. For example, I drank too much coffee. I became really hyper. In parentheses, you have the verb make. I drank too much coffee, comma, which made me really hyper. Which, relative pronoun or non-defining, which made me really hyper. Okay? You have to use the verb make. It's talking about past tense. Obviously, you have to use made, which made me really hyper. This is the second one. You have to rewrite. John pulled a muscle in the gym. He can't take part of the marathon on Sunday. John pulled a muscle in the gym. Okay, talking about the gym, no? What is that? What relative pronoun do you use? Which muscle in the gym? John pulled a muscle in the gym, which stopped him. We're talking about the muscle, not the gym. It's which, that's why we use which, because talking about a muscle. Stopping, taking part in the marathon on Sunday, like that, okay? Don't forget the verse in parentheses, prevent, mean, confuse, shock, and cause. You have to do the same thing. Rewrite the sentences as one using relative clauses and the verb in brackets, okay? Continue doing the other exercises, please. And let's move on to exercise number 5. Connect the sentences using some, all, etc., plus relative pronouns with which or whom. Remember, this has to do with the previous part, which is here. We use quantifiers. In this case, you're going to use quantifiers. Yes, all, a lot, some, most, of which for things, or whom for people in a non-defined relative clause, okay? All right, you have to go back if you want. If you want, you go back and check. Example, it says, we saw the documentary, full stop. A lot of it was pure speculation. We saw the documentary, comma, a lot of which documentary, talking about documentaries, which, a lot of which, remember you have to use a lot of which was pure speculation. Easy. Many spectators missed the beginning of the match. Some had queued for hours. Some of which or some of whom? Talking about spectators. So yeah, spectators. Some. Okay. Okay, you complete that. You gotta complete until number 6, okay? Using relative pronouns and relative clauses, okay? Finally, we have this part. Write your own endings for these sentences. Use an alternative to that if possible. Example, a place where, talking about a place where, here you use the relative pronoun, where I go to chill out, to relax. Chill out is to relax, is the cafe in the park. The first one is one of the reasons I'm learning English is, so you have to put the reason, one of the reasons. Okay, you have to complete according to the text, the context, okay? That makes sense. Okay, a person I get on very well is a teacher. Teaching I especially enjoy is something or someone really annoys me is the time of day I feel most energetic is I'm not very good at, means I've got a lot of most stuff. Okay, you have to compete with the relative pronoun, relative clauses. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Do not forget, watch the video for the ones who stay home. Watch the videos and do the exercises on the book and the exercises on the platform are already assigned. For the ones who are going to school, watch the video, bring the book and workbook empty, and we are going to do the exercises in the school for the ones who go to school tomorrow, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.